Hey guys, this is OJ Williams with the Nocturnal.com, and we are here at the Insecure HBO block party. Check it out. Hi Yvonne.
Hi, how are you?
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
You are killing it. I watched the first couple episodes.
Okay, what'd you think? What'd you think?
You are hilarious.
Thank you.
All the black people love you. All the white people love you.
All,
All the Arabs love you.
well, they don't, because they don't text me back. They don't come. No, I'm just joking. I'm messing with you.
Hassan tried it.
He tried. He came for me. You guys got to watch the pilot in order to get what we talking about.
Yeah, the inside joke.
Inside jokes, inside. But you can too be inside. Just get HBO Go, HBO Now, or whatever. You like that? You like that plug?
You got that pitch down. She got that pitch down, y'all. This is huge now. Did you ever think it would be like after knowing Issa and all? Like, did you ever think it would be all of this?
I mean,
Crazy.
just to see all of this birth from a YouTube sensation
Right.
is
The original YouTube sensation.
I mean, let's talk about it. Like when you clicked on Awkward Black Girl and you watched all of the first season and then you watch all of the second season, and then you're like, we in Brooklyn shutting down a block because HBO Insecure is here.
Ooh.
Like that's a dream come true for anybody. But then to be living in someone's dream, there's no better feeling. I feel like we're all incubators of Issa's vision, and so no better feeling, man.
So the show's called Insecure.
It is.
I know. I doubt you have any.
Oh, we all have insecurities. I mean, some of us show it better than others. Others of us just put Mac on. That's it.
Oh,
just
not bad.
cover it up with a little bit of what. I'm fine.
She's barely wearing anything. Like, seriously. All right, my love. I'm so proud. Congratulations. So last time we saw you on television, totally different dude.
Yeah.
Talk about the difference between your two characters from football star to loser.
You don't even have to quote it. Like, he's legit a loser.
I mean,
Legit.
I mean,
he's
correct.
He's
Brother with a dream.
brother with a dream. Who hasn't figured out all the pieces yet. I think that's the thing. These characters are vastly different. You know, I'm coming from a character who was very confident in himself and his skill level and what he could provide, and this new character is not. You know, he doesn't know where he fits in the world. He doesn't know where he fits in his relationship. And, he's crippled with fear, as opposed to my other character was like, yo, everybody owes me something right now, and I'm coming to get it. This character is like, I don't even want to leave the house because I don't want to be rejected again.
Right.
And and I think that's so much more of, I think it shows the diaspora of who we are as a people, right? There's 40 million black people in this country, and although we all have similar things and qualities and characteristics, like, we also have a range of emotions and feelings that we go through. And I think that, like, that's the beautiful thing about, like, getting to play this character, and that's why I love acting. It's like, I don't ever want to play the same character twice, you know?
No, yeah, and he's definitely not. Definitely not. So talk about, I mean, your character, you would say probably more of his insecurities are on display than anyone else in the show. Talk about some of your character's insecurities and some of your insecurities as well.
I think rejection, right? I think, like, what the storyline that we kind of came up with, and what I kind of created and invented for myself with the help of Issa and Prentice, our showrunner, and Melina, our other director, producer, kind of that narrative that we created for Lawrence was a dude who is mad ambitious. Like, he wants to achieve, he wants to create, he wants to be bigger than what the world sees him as.
Right.
And so he goes out and he tries. He goes out and he tries to create. He goes out and he tries to start something on his own, and it fails. And with that failure, he's now crippled, and he's afraid, and he's scared, and he doesn't want to leave the house. He doesn't want to be told no again and again and again and again.
And you mentioned Melina briefly and Issa. Tell me about working with them and how's that process been?
Super, super dope. I mean, I had met Issa once before I started auditioning. I auditioned for her, and then, ended up working with her. And it was super, super brief. And so I wasn't sure what she was going to be like to work with.
Right.
And when I tell you that, like, everything I've heard is so true, like, she's so amazing, she's so gracious, she brings everyone along for the journey, she never holds out information, she wants, I think that what's really interesting is, like, we want her vision for her
Right. You want to win?
as much as she does. You know what I mean? Like, we want to do that. We want to be there for her every single day. And Melina's the same thing. Melina's just like she tells stories visually and even theatrically, like through acting, like in performance. Like, she tells stories in a way that, like, I don't know if I've ever worked with a director like her before. I think she's, I don't want to say ahead of her time, because I think her time is now. You know what I mean? But I think that we're gonna see, like, Melina's name massive for the next, like, however long she wants it to be. You know what I mean?
Tell me about your dreams are coming true. Like, whoa.
I'm really excited. Like, HBO took a chance on me, like, in dreams coming true. Like, I have an amazing showrunner. I'm working with Melina Matsoukas, who's outstanding, who's touched Beyonce. Sometimes I just touch her just to be like, oh, you touched Beyonce. So, but I feel like we've made this show on our terms, and I'm just so excited to be a part of it.
Talking about working with HBO and that creative process and what that's been like, and bringing your vision to screen.
You know, they've been really supportive, and they're so smart in terms of, like, giving notes, and they're really good with story and structure, and they're really good about, like, stepping out of the way in terms of, like, cultural stuff. They just trust us.
Yeah, because they don't know.
They don't, you know? And that trust is super important and super vital in terms of relaying an authentic experience on screen, and I love that about them.
There hasn't been a female black-led comedy, and I don't know if ever, in a long time.
Moesha,
Yeah,
Girlfriends.
Yeah, but it's been a
Girlfriends
while.
paved the way for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been like 20 years.
So talk about bringing that back to the screen and paving the way for the next girl.
You know, at the end of the day, I just wanted to portray an experience that I could relate to, that I felt like my friends could relate to, and I wasn't necessarily thinking about the fact that there aren't really, like, comedic representations of us on screen, but I'm so glad to be able to, like, carry that torch that Mahara Brakakil set, that Yvette Lee Bowser set, and just show black girls being black, and the fun of it, and the hardship of it, the struggle of it. But, like, black female friendship is so important to me, and I'm glad we got to highlight that.
Talk about this. A few sensitive subjects you guys touch on throughout the season, whether it be hair or being single, not being okay. Talk about those subjects and how you address them.
I mean, we talk about being single, we talk about being in a stagnant relationship, we talk about, like, the struggles at your job, being the only one, we talk about being too good at your job and being, like, the token to speak on everyone's behalf. We talk about a lot of things, you know, beauty, like dating in LA. Like, we cover the bulk of it, but we also don't want to hit you on the head with, like, this is what it's like to be a black woman these days. It really is just like, because I mean, yeah, it's a comedy, and it's just like, you know, you live your life and you don't think about, like, all the struggle of being a black man constantly. It's just like, that's always in the back of your mind. Like, you know what you're going to deal with, but you're just trying to, like, make it to the next day at the end of the day, and that's what this show is about.
So talk about seeing Issa grow and transform now because it's a big difference to bring a show from YouTube
For sure.
to, a network. The biggest probably is, the network of all.
Absolutely.
So talk about her growth and you kind of guiding her on that path.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too much to guide. She's pretty much a G. She pretty much comes as a G status already. I mean, she's got like 10 web series, and so
she
has her own network. So she's savvy. But what I love about our relationship is that we just implicitly trust each other. And, if she says, hey, I really think it should be this, great. If I say, hey, I really think we should try it this way, she's like, cool, let's do it. Like, there's, like, we all, like, between she, her, and Melina, our director,
right.
There's a, like, we call ourselves Three the Hard Way, and we're sort of the commission on sort of keeping the show together and making sure that the voice gets maintained. So I think we just all generally respect each other. We love working with each other because, again, we don't get to do all these things all the time. To have a show that was written by a black woman, run by a black man, directed by a black woman, I don't know where that exists. It just really doesn't. So to be able to have this show, and again, the show is very universal about just relationships and just life. So to be able to have that platform, it just is, we're super excited.
And you touched on Issa, of course. Talk to us a little about Melina because she's having a moment as well.
Absolutely, it's so funny. A year ago, like we were, like Melina was on our short list.
Hey, Jay.
Jay walking by, who was just amazing. But it was because she hadn't done anything yet. It just kept being like, well, we don't know. And then finally we were like, can we just meet with her? Can we just take a thing?
Right.
And then we had our first interview with Melina on Skype, and it was awful. And we were like, we got to do this in person. We got to do this in person. And she came in person, and they were just like clicked. And we were just like, she's the chick. And she had an amazing like lookbook of how she wanted the whole show to look and feel. So everything you see visually on the show is all due to Melina and her amazing vision.
So talk a little bit about your role in the show and what we can see and whatnot.
Yeah, so Frida is Issa's coworker at We Got Y'all, the nonprofit, and she has a lot of heart. And she has a ton of heart. Maybe not the best execution. I think she comes on a little strong, but I think she really just wants to like do good and make friends and like be like just be doing good work out there. But I hope that her journey is one where she can like learn to just chill out a little bit. I think she will. Yeah.
I think
So
as
yeah,
the show progresses.
as it goes on, yeah. But
And tell me working about with Issa and Melina. Oh my, what a female power.
they're just like the most badass bitches you will ever meet. Yeah, I can't even. I'm
pretty
jealous
badass.
of me.
Yeah.
I tell people, I was like, no, that's who I'm working with. Like for real. Like,
One step away from Beyonce.
I know. I was like, have you heard of Formation?
Like,
Yeah.
Enough said.
Like,
Well, congratulations.
yeah,
again.
thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is your girl Yvonne Orji, and you are watching Nocturnal TV.